Okay, Lucy. Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel today. Great to have you here.
Hi,
You are back from holiday, aren't you? The first day
I
in the
am.
office today.
Yeah, just been to Barcelona, which was very, very nice.
What is a better way of starting a work week than having an interview?
I know, yeah. I was very much looking forward to this.
I hope you were. I hope you were. Uh, Guys, to those of you who are new to this channel, why are we here? I invite my former students who did attend the Lean Six Sigma Green Belt course and deliver some fantastic projects to their companies. And Lucy is one of those people who I was fortunate to work with earlier this year. And Lucy was kind enough to agree to have a quick chat with me today to share her story and to let you know, guys, what is it that Lean Six Sigma does and how the businesses and people can actually benefit from it. So Lucy, why don't we start with a bit of introduction to yourself? You know, what is that you do and what made you take part in the course in the first place, if that's all right?
Yeah, I'm Lucy and I manage the digital sales department at Pentagon Play. So we head up kind of all of the online services and fulfill all of the orders. So we're a fairly new department. So it's very much in the infancy of trial and error and trying to find new ways and innovative ways to do things. So we thought the Lean Six Sigma course would be really good to just try and learn new processes and try and, yeah, find new ways to develop the department.
What is interesting is that most of the improvement projects, at least from my experience, focuses predominantly on cost savings as a main goal. But
Yeah.
yours wasn't. What was unusual about your project was that you were actually looking into the business growth as the key driver for the project. So what was it exactly that the project was all about?
So yeah, with digital sales being so new, a lot of it was trying to drive orders in the business, and we wanted to focus on our kind of customer offering and be kind of set us aside apart from the industry. So my project was the loyalty program, which was creating a bespoke offering for our customers, to like I say, set us apart and just provide some sort of reward for them returning, in the hope that we can create this great kind of customer service and people will come back to us and know that they can, yeah, get a really good kind of service from Pentagon's online shop.
I remember that one of the key performance indicators was the increased revenue from returning customers. Is that was the
Yes.
case? And if my memory serves me right, it was 107,000 pounds that you
Yeah.
have managed to put on the cars through the project. So
Yeah.
what were the key challenges that you faced? Because that is a significant additional revenue. What were the key things that you had to overcome to make this happen?
So I would say time was probably the biggest one because I was the only one in the department initially, and to set up a loyalty program, promote the loyalty program, we didn't have the CRM system to automate a lot, so it was quite manual. So the biggest challenge was having the manpower to actually facilitate the program. So from doing that, we recruited earlier this year. We brought in another colleague, so that meant we could kind of effectively split out the outreach to kind of drive the program forward.
And if we put this in the context of the Lean Six Sigma, what were the key elements or the key tools that you found the most useful for the duration of the project delivery?
To be honest, two of them were probably the most basic, which was just gaining feedback initially. So before starting an improvement project, you need to know what is it that you're improving and what do you need to implement. So we did a massive feedback survey to our customer database to figure out what do you want, what do you want to see in the loyalty program. And then the second one was like brainstorming with the team. I was so used to just having ideas on my own, but
Mhm.
actually bringing a team and work together to figure out, right, how can we best promote this? Those two things were probably the most basic ones, but actually helped a lot. And then the Kano model. So that was probably really good for me to just see what's the baseline of what we need to offer these customers and what's going to provide the extra value and how can we get there.
It's interesting because we spoke about the voice of customers, well, more than once when we met. And I think that not just us, but a lot of people were surprised by businesses not asking questions to customers, rather asking what do they expect, what is it that they want. A lot of people make
Yeah.
assumptions, use their judgment based on the historical information, but everything changes constantly. And the fact that you did follow the route of asking the customer first, no wonder was the success driver of the project. If you were to convince others, people who are undecided regarding Lean Six Sigma, that this is the way to go, both continuous improvement wise, business growth wise, what would you tell them? What advice would you give them to make them consider this as a next training for them?
I think it's great because you don't have to be in a project management role for the skills to be transferable. So obviously I head up like sales and operations, and the operational side will probably come next where we can look into processes. But yeah, the skills are so transferable that you don't have to be in, like you say, waste management or projects. Everything can be taken and adapted to the department or the role that you have. And so there's you'll absolutely take something from it.
It's interesting because that comes from a person who does not run manufacturing operations, which is fantastic. Because to my earlier point, a lot of projects come from the cost saving slash cost avoidance principle, but not in your
Yeah.
case. And even though it's 170K right now, I would assume that this is just a start. So
Yeah.
what's next? What's the plan moving forward?
To be honest, it'll just be growing. I think we want to get the automation. Obviously, that will come in time, but we're hoping, obviously, as the more orders come in, the more customers we get, the bigger outreach we'll have, and it'll just build momentum by that. But yeah, I think automation will be the key in the next couple of years to try and streamline what we're offering. But I think it'll be the operational side next to try and improve the processes. So it might be kind of leave the loyalty program to kind of do its thing, and then look into the processes and how we can improve and make things faster and more efficient.
Excellent. Now, guys, to all of you listening here, this is another example of an improvement project that is based on the Lean Six Sigma principles. So to some of you who may think that this is purely a manufacturing methodology, it's not. It can be applied to any environment and any type of process out there. And the fact that we are now talking about the sales operations, digital marketing, and increased revenue coming from returning customers, that's probably the best example you can have out there just to prove my point. So, Lucy, it's fantastic to hear from you. It's fantastic to hear your story. And I honestly appreciate you taking the time, especially after the holidays, straight first day in the office, to be here and share your story. I wish you all the best. I'm pretty sure that our paths will cross in the future. So we'll see how your
Absolutely.
career evolves and how the business evolves as well. But for now, thank you very much for being here today. I honestly appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me, and have a good day.
Thank you. And guys, to all of you listening, if any one of you would like to learn more about the Lean Six Sigma, the Lean Six Sigma Green Belt, or even, have a chat about Lucy's story, find us online, visit our website to get more details. The links are in the comments below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'll find time to give you the answers that you need. So once again, thank you, Lucy. Have a fantastic day and catch up with you soon.
Speak soon. Bye bye.
Thank you.